All right, let's dive into this incredible story from a Buddhist sutra. So picture this. The Buddha is with his monks. It's a full moon night, the time they always gather for his teaching. It's a sacred tradition. But tonight, something's off. There's this strange, heavy silence in the air. Everybody's settled, they're ready to hear the precepts, but the Buddha? He just sits there, perfectly still, silent. One of his disciples, Ananda, can totally feel the tension. He gets up not once, not twice, but 3 times to ask him to start. The night is just ticking by. So, what is going on? Why on earth would the great teacher suddenly refuse to speak? And then, finally, the Buddha breaks his silence. And the reason? Well, it's a shocker. He says the assembly isn't pure. There's someone in the crowd whose heart and actions just aren't right. The presence of this one impure person is so powerful, it's literally brought the entire ceremony to a dead stop. So how do you solve a problem like that? Well, another disciple, Mahāmaudgalyāyana, who is known for his incredible insight, goes into this deep meditation. He uses what's called his divine eye, scans the whole group, and pinpoints the corrupt monk. He tells the guy, "You gotta leave," but the monk refuses. So what does Mahāmaudgalyāyana do? He physically takes him by the arm and escorts him out. The message couldn't be clearer. The integrity of the whole group is way more important than one person. Okay, so with that impurity gone, the whole vibe just shifts. You can almost feel the collective sigh of relief. The assembly is pure again. And now, the Buddha is finally ready to teach. But he doesn't just start reciting the rules. No, he uses the drama that just went down to set up this profound and really beautiful analogy, one his followers would never forget. The Buddha tells everyone to think about a powerful image, the great ocean. He says the vast sea has 8 amazing qualities or virtues. And this is where it gets really interesting, because he's about to connect every single one of these natural wonders directly to the core of his teaching, the Dharma. The very first comparison he makes is about purity, which, is pretty relevant given what just happened. The Buddha explains that just like the ocean won't hold on to a dead body, it always pushes it to shore. A pure community of monks can't tolerate corruption. It just naturally pushes out anyone whose actions are impure. This is such a brilliant way to explain why that monk had to go. Then he points to the great rivers of the world, the Ganges, the Yamuna, all of them. They all flow into the ocean, right? And the second they merge, they lose their old names, their old identities. They all just become the sea. He says his teaching is exactly the same. People from every walk of life, kings, priests, merchants, even the lowest castes, they can all join the community. And when they do, they leave that old status behind. They become one family, all on the same path. The ocean is also a place of just immense wealth. The Buddha describes it as holding all these incredible treasures: gold, silver, crystals, coral, even divine pearls. It's this place of infinite, wondrous riches. And that's a huge part of the metaphor, right? It represents the deep, profound value you can find within the teachings themselves. Okay, so let's lay out all 8 virtues side by side. 1, the sea is vast and deep, and so is the Dharma. 2, the tides are always on time, just like the disciples' practices and rituals. 3, the sea rejects corpses, just like the community gets rid of the impure. 4, the sea is full of treasures, and the Dharma is full of precious truths. 5, all rivers become one sea, just as all people become one community. 6, the sea level is constant, reflecting the unchanging truth of the Dharma. 7, the sea is home to huge, amazing creatures, just as the community produces great enlightened beings. And finally, number 8, the sea is salty everywhere. It has one single taste, and the Dharma has one single taste, the taste of liberation. So after laying out this incredible analogy, just when the monks think the teaching is over, the Buddha delivers one final, absolutely shocking statement. Ananda asks him to finally start reciting the rules, the very reason they gathered. But the Buddha just says, "From now on, I will not recite the precepts." Can you just imagine the silence in that room? The teacher is basically stepping back from his most central role. What could he possibly mean by that? I mean, this was a massive turning point. The Buddha wasn't abandoning his teachings, not at all. He was empowering his followers by saying he wouldn't be the sole enforcer of the rules anymore. He was completely changing the whole dynamic. He was handing over the reins. So the ultimate lesson here isn't just the beautiful ocean metaphor. It's a really deep lesson in self-governance. The Buddha is pretty much telling his monks, you guys are the ocean now. It's up to you to keep yourselves pure. You have to uphold the rules together. The responsibility for the community's health is now on every single person's shoulders. It's a shared duty. And that really brings us to the heart of it. This story challenges us to think beyond just following a leader. It asks us to build communities that have shared values and a shared promise to stick to them. So it kind of leaves us with a question for ourselves, right? Whether it's in your job, your family, or just your own philosophy. What are the fundamental virtues that keep your ocean pure and deep?